because our working life and of course our social life blend and merge in the metaverse as we spend more time online and social media becomes more pervasive. How do we create more caring and supporting environments for our gaming communities online? How do we take a more holistic view of community support in Web3? Now, to discuss more about this topic, we have Celeste Rodriguez of YGG Philippines to lead the panel. Hi, wow. What a beautiful lady that we have right here. Wow, I am stunned. Okay, joining her is Jem Kimberchua from Medicare, Cuckoo and Commander from Level Up, and of course we have Andrew Lim from Globe. Turning over the stage to you, Celeste.
Thank you. All right. So, hello Manila. Welcome to day 3 of Web3 Festival. I hope you're having such a great time. I know it's past lunch, but don't worry, this is going to be a feast. Yesterday, I did moderate a panel on onboarding the next million. But today, it's going to be super interesting because we're going to talk to people who actually took care of the first wave. Everyone knows Axie, I'm sure. Everyone here has some sort of semblance to gaming in crypto industry. And that onboarded a lot of people. When the hype died down, though, it begs the question, why did the community choose to stay? What kind of player care and, fostering this kind of love and safety in our community, what are we doing right now that made people stay even after the hype has died down? In my panel are people who are actively working on that space, and I would love them to introduce themselves. This is Jem.
Hi guys, good morning. My name is Jem. I am from the Medicare team. I'm the head of operations.
Hello everyone, I'm Commander. I am a guild leader of Sando Level Up. I'm partnering with Cuckoo.
Hey guys, my name is Cuckoo Crypto TV. I'm a content creator and a guild founder and a community manager for Axie and YGG.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Lim. I'm a business development for Globe, specifically for the Web3 task force that we're building.
So super interesting. My first question is actually directed to Cuckoo and Commander. So as you guys may have known, they're husband and wife. Mag-asawa po sila. And they hold one of the biggest guilds in the Philippines. And I want to ask, paano nyo ba inaalagaan yung players nyo? How many players did you have at the peak?
At the peak, we had 1,300 plus players personal.
Those are scholars.
Yeah, 1,300 players under your care, like parang yung mga anak, like their kids, right? So how do you take care of players like that?
We actually build some key leaders to help us na mag-manage ng mga scholars na pinagkakatiwalaan namin na maitatransfer nila kung ano yung vision namin dun sa guilds, maitatransfer nila directly sa mga scholars din namin. So we are very proud of them. We call them pillars ng mga guild namin.
Yeah, just to add up, we actually set a culture and a foundation in our community to really set that standards that we're not just trying to make money in the space, but we're actually trying to grow in the space and learn. So I think building a right foundation and a right culture with your community is very important before setting the expectation for people to join your guild and make money. So that's why we call them as pillars, because they are the pillars of our community.
Amazing. So you created leaders and replicated yourselves amongst them. And one of the problems, I think, when you're a gamer is there's some kind of stigma, right? And I think that helps with a kind of belongingness, but that's not very inclusive. So I'd like to ask, how do you guys take care of players and try to break the stigma over at, Globe, Andrew?
Funny that you mentioned. So we actually did a campaign earlier this year
Yeah.
called Game Well Played.
Game well played.
Yes. So our goal for this campaign is to actually break the stigma. So usually, gamers today is very synonymous with Web3, and any gamer today who live with their parents say, "Oh, computer mo lang yan," or like you keep playing with your phone. Like it's always synonymous, or like it's closely affiliated to violence or laziness or addiction. But with this campaign with Globe, we're trying to break that stigma where we want to flex the good in gaming. So we actually have a platform today called Globe Gamer Grounds. We three main things. So we host weekly tournaments. We also have a very strong rewards program within the Globe Gamer Grounds. And third, we do have a lot of community meetups and then also forums. So we want to build a community and harvest that community together. And also, we want to push philanthropy for these gamers. So we don't want to, again, on the play to earn side, we want them to earn from gaming and not just be like, oh, this is associated to violence or this associated to addiction. So we want, again, to push them to do good in the world.
Thank you. That was amazing. So he mentioned play to earn, and for some people, and for a while, playing actively became kind of like a job for people. It became a really good way to earn money. And one of the things though, that was there was a hole in that, like, paano yung benefits mo, right? Like, you're essentially taking care of yourself, but if you're not working for a traditional company, what benefits do you have? And I think Jam has something to share.
Yeah, so I guess when we actually had a couple of like chats with people who work in the space and our players, like that was really one of the barriers that they experienced. Like, okay, how can I make a career out of this? Like, I don't have benefits that I could rely on. And when we shared what we do in MetaCare, they think it's a great product. Like, they're excited for it because there's really like a need for benefits. So that's what we're trying to solve here. Like, we want to make the gaming industry something that is a viable job, and one way that we can do that is by partnering with guilds and other people in the Web3 space to bring benefits to the players.
Perfect. And one of the benefits, I believe, as a player for being in the community is the kind of love and care. And like sometimes even guilds have their own programs that would take care of their players. So different guilds, different ways of doing it. What kind of programs do you guys have employed that made your player feel like this is worth doing?
Okay, for us, we have a regular voice session with Kuku. We call it Town Hall. Everyone can join that, and everyone can share or ask anything, even if it's Web3 related or a personal matter. And there we can check on them on how are they doing, what help they need, something like that.
Yeah, so we built a platform where they can, learn. So basically, it's a 3T. It's teach, train, and thrive. So they can thrive. So we teach them the basics of like crypto, safety. We have a channel for how to make your wallet safe, how to store your funds safely, not to interact with any other links so you can get hacked. And it's really good to really see other players in the space that are stepping up to provide like solutions for like what Medicare is doing, and also with the platforms with Globe. We try to partner with traditional business to bring benefits to our players. So we treat them not just as players that farming tokens for us. We treat them as a family member. That's why it's important for us to see them grow. So right now, most of them are community moderators of other channels or other Discord servers. Also, they're building their own projects as well. So it's an incubator. So our community is an incubator for people who really wants to build and develop in the space.
Thank you. So you from leaders to builders, but they all started as gamers. But one of the problems that can happen, specifically because our usual target market when we're talking about play to earn, are those who don't really have a lot of other options in the beginning, and they wanted to make money from home. How does Globe help out with the cost related into becoming a gamer for Web3?
Right. So actually today, you don't have to be part of a guild to become or like to join a play to earn community. So with our partnership with Metaverse Go that we have today, usually when you build a team for a play to earn, the stigma is like 15,000, 20,000. But with the partnership that we have, just avail a data pack in Globe for as low as 90 pesos. You'll be already eligible for the scholarship within Metaverse Go. So as long as you have that data back, you're good to go. You can already earn, and then once you farm that, all your data can be in a cycle. So it's easy for everyone to join the play to earn community.
Just to add, there's a lot of guild leaders and guild managers or guild owners that are here. And shout out to you guys. They've been providing like
Right.
opportunities for people who wants to start for free in Web3 games. So
Like how?
as long as you have the interest and you're a gamer and you want to learn, just hop in to their Discord servers or Facebook group, and then get to know more about the people, and then start learning about the games, and then ask for if there's a scholarship or the delegation program for that guild, then apply. I think that's where most people are missing out because they thought I need to shell out money to start. But actually, there's a lot of opportunities that you can start for free.
That's definitely true. And aside from affordability, we've also done a lot of philanthropic missions in YGG, and like through individual. I remember when there was the huge typhoon last year, and the Web3 banded together, sent money. I'm not sure what the figures are, but it's
$1.5 million.
$1.5 million to help out with everyone who has been the victim of the typhoon. And so we see a lot of community-driven efforts on this one. I wanna know from Jam, what do you think are the other needs of the community that you want to fill out?
Yeah, so when we initially thought about Medicare, we really wanted to focus on like health products since that's the most basic need. But as we had more chats with people in the space, we realized that it goes beyond health. I mean, everybody definitely deserves health, insurance and all of that. But we also wanted to give people the opportunity to, I guess, better improve themselves also. So we also have classes. We also have access to data. So hopefully partnerships with Globe in the future. We really want to give them a better quality of life, and that's something that we really are, fighting for here at Medicare.
So I see that for us to really foster this community and grow it, we don't see the gamers as just some manpower.
Right.
We look at them as humans we take care of, we upskill, what are their needs, how do we fill in this new industry, and really help them grow in it. What will make them stay is essentially treating them as a part of their family.
Yeah, I think there's a saying that says people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. And through
True,
that,
that's
through your
true.
actions, more than words, yeah, maybe I'm a content creator and I'm saying this, but actually when the typhoon hits our province in Cebu, me and my wife and the YGG Pilipinas, held the outreach program for 4,000 families. So we're badly affected. I don't have internet for 4 months. We didn't know if we will survive that aftermath. But we did an outreach program for 4,000 families, and we gave out relief goods for them, talked to them, and then of course, show that Web3 space, people that donated, organizations, projects that donated, really care for them.
Yeah, I think to add to that, so whenever I get to talk to guild owners and managers, I'm always so impressed by how much malasakit and care that they have for their players. You really feel the sense of community and family, and at the end of the day, we all just really want to help each other out and take care of each other. So I really love how everybody is really just looking out for one another in this space.
Yeah, to add to that, we actually sponsored an all-expense-paid Cebu trip for our pillars. Yeah, para lang ma-treat namin lahat ng because they are really working hard for the community without expecting anything in return. And most of them are just students. So, yeah.
Yeah, and most of these people are volunteers. We're not paying them or anything. We're just showing them, the word paid forward. And if you help one, it will continue. So basically, that's it. That's it.
There's this entire movement of a community taking care of each other beyond just the games they play. And that's how, no matter what the hype cycle is of the current game, they band together because they know that they are bonded more than just that. Andrew, what kind of like philanthropic efforts have we been going forward right now as
Actually,
a Telecom?
It's nice to hear all the community-based activities that you guys are doing on our side as Globe, but we're trying to do our best in terms of like the Hapag movement. So Hapag movement naman, it's actually fighting hunger. And how are we connecting it with gaming is that from the Globe Gamer Grounds, from the weekly tournament winnings, because hindi naman mawawala yung winnings, but you always have that option to donate to Hapag movement. Rewards program also leads up to Hapag, even our Globe Rewards. So everything can be donated to Hapag. So Hapag really is one of our main staples, our main pillars in Globe today that we are pushing for to push sustainability also and help out our fellow Filipinos.
All right, our time is almost up. So I want to ask you guys, just your few words. How do we make sure that this space continues to develop that is very gamer and human friendly for the next few years?
Well, I guess for me, it's really just, being open to conversations and, understanding what our needs are and looking for ways to help each other out. I mean, we're all trying to build towards like a better Web3 community here, and I really appreciate being in this space as well.
I think the best way to care for people is to listen to them, right? I mean, you don't know what they're going through if you don't try to listen to them. So if you're a leader in the space, or if you're not just, anyone, talk to, your seatmate, meet people, connect to them, and just listen to them. Listen to their story.
For us, we want to push the Globe for good. We are pushing also how can we make things better for the community. One of the best things to do is actually harvest the community through gaming, because we do have already games. And again, going back, we want to break that stigma. We want to break the quote-unquote, oh, it's just gaming. But it's actually more than that. So we actually bring out the care and fostering of the community. So there's that.
So what I see here is how you foster care and safety for the community is education, upskilling. We also talk about their health, their wellness, aside from gaming, at the same time, all the love and belongingness that you can only get from a community, because after all, that's what got them here and will make them stay in the first place. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all find
Thanks,
that
guys.
interesting.
So much.
All right. So thank you so much for that amazing discussion, Celeste, Jam, Cuckoo, Commander, and Andrew.